When I dialed my son Alex to inquire about his wedding date, my daughter-in-law Sophia fixed me with a frosty grin and declared, "We tied the knot yesterday. Only the truly important folks were invited." The statement crashed over me like a wave of freezing water. Important folks? Me, who'd covered their $450 monthly rent for nearly 4 years, furnished their entire apartment from scratch, and stocked their pantry during lean times? I wasn't important? I froze in my cozy den, clutching the receiver like it was a boulder, as Alex dodged my stare and Sophia lounged on the couch I'd purchased for them. The lavender outfit I'd chosen for the occasion dangled forgotten in my wardrobe, paired with fresh heels and the fantasy of sharing my only child's big day. I'd splurged $180 on that ensemble, envisioning my spot in Alex's album, photos I'd never grace. For months, I'd mapped every aspect, saving $900 for a gift, alerting my sibling Laura in Boston, scrubbing my home spotless for a potential post-ceremony gathering. It all shattered with those venomous words, "Only the truly important folks." Alex eventually met my eyes and muttered rehearsed lines. "Mom, it was low-key, just us and a couple witnesses." Lies. Social media spilled the truth, Sophia's folks beaming beside the couple, her brothers raising glasses, her ivory down funded partly by the $750 I'd sent last month for essentials. I glimpsed it all, uninvited. A week later, Sophia rang, voice laced with panic. "Evelyn, rent's late. Landlord's threatening eviction if we miss this week. You skipped the transfer." Her tone quivered like the end was near. I paused, recalling countless bank dashes, skipped outings to secure their home, meals of pasta and sauce to fund their ledgeries. Now, post-exclusion from their milestone, they dialed casually. "Sophia," I said evenly, "I only aid the truly important." Dead air followed, her breath audible. For once, she faltered, not me. "Sophia, I don't get it," she stuttered. "We've always been important. Your family." Deceptions in her pleading cadence, the one for dress funds, getaway cash, bands I'd subsidized blindly. I'd tiptoed for years, measuring words, gifts, craving scraps of warmth from Alex. The ideal mom, accommodating in-law, quiet benefactor, ignoring invisibility. But truly important, ignited long-buried fire. I'd tallied over $25,000 in 4 years. Rent, groceries, surprises, crises, splurges. From my nest egg, my late spouse's legacy for serene twilight years. For what? Stranger treatment on wedding day? That evening, post-hang-up, I wept on my mattress, not sorrow, but rage from endured slights. Tears for viewing my affection as a load, my presence a bother, my funds my sole worth. For the naive matriarch who'd erased herself for indispensability to the disposable. Dawn brought transformation, not mere hurt, but resolve. Mirror showed familiar weary gaze, lines of unreturned devotion, but newfound steel. Coffee brewed is routine, yet no Alex check-in, no apology text anticipation. I prioritized. At the breakfast nook, sight of their planners, bill counts, silent sobs, now for fresh starts. I fetched ledger, statements, calculated precisely. Rent, $450 times 48 months equaled $21,600. Groceries, basics, $180 monthly, another $8,640. Celebrations, holidays, at least $3,500. Sophia's health scares, $950. Vehicle advance unpaid, $2,800. AC fix, $550. Bedroom set, $1,100. Total, $39,140. My largesse quantified, $39,140 siphoned from spouse's bequest, pension, decades scrimping, squandered on ungrateful duo treating me like a utility. Alex's call flashed. Usually I'd sprint, praying for remorse. This time rings echoed unanswered. 10 minutes on Sophia. Ignored. Text from Alex. Mom, pick up. Urgent chat. Erased. No response. By midday, I strolled. Months since purposeless. Always bank runs, markets for their lax, clinics for Sophia's pills. Today, for joy. Past the playground where toddler Alex clung, dubbing me top mom. When did he morph into this man seeing me as a sentient wallet? When did I equate care with currency? Bank loomed. Manager Miss Harlan spotted me, waved. She'd handled every auto debit, seen my balance dwindle for theirs. Inside to her desk. Miss Harlan, halt all scheduled payments. Shock crossed her face. 4 years clockwork. Certain, Mrs. Harlan? Issue arisen? Genuine worry surpassing Alex's feigned interest lately. I've awakened, I stated. Terminate all, plus secure my profiles. No unauthorized entry. Phone assaulted. Alex, Sophia repeats. Like sensors for funding peril. Powered off. Ms. Harlan, she said, sliding forms. Pardon overstepping, but your generosity's been immense. Hope no coercion. Stranger's care outshone blood. No pressure. Finally self-relieved. Exiting felt buoyant. Load lifted. Funds wholly mine, no ties to those viewing me as asset over individual. Homeward pondered deferred dreams. Voyages skept for their savings, pals neglected for crises, pursuits abandoned as self-spends robbed their needs. 3 vehicles at my curb. Alex's, Sophia's, unknown. Windows revealed activity inside. My home. Chill hit. They held spares, gifted in trust, expecting reciprocity I'd nurtured. Inhaled deeply. New era's initial standoff awaited. Door creaked. Unforgettable tableau. Alex slumped on my armchair, face buried. Sophia paced wildly. Elderly gent rifled my kitchen counter docks. My privates. What's this? Voice boomed unintended. Trio gawked like I intruded. Sophia first, frantic. Evelyn, finally! Crucial discussion. Mr. Harlan's from the firm advising on your predicament. My predicament? Composed. I'm thriving. Alex raised head, panicked-eyed. Mom, bank said you axed transfers, locked us out. Baffled why? Mr. Harlan, 60s, slick suit, insincere grin, extended hand. Mrs. Harlan, Dr. Harlan, elder law specialist. Offspring worry your cognitive state, requested evaluation. Hand unshaken. Gathered scatters. My confidences, unauthorized. Mom, patronized, honed lately. Concerned. Odd actions, fun cutoff, unexplained, call dodging. May require aid. Sophia neared, faux gentle. Evelyn, darling, stress overwhelming. Age brings mix-ups naturally. Mix-ups rang alarms. What scheme brewed to seize control? Not mixed up, I asserted firmly, hushing all. Sharper than decades. Decate now. Mr. Harlan, attorney calm. Mrs. Harlan, grasp upset, but can entitled intervene if decision-making falters. Logged troubling patterns. Horse chuckle escaped, like claiming my earnings, ceasing adult lifestyles funding while discarded. Sophia flared, never mistreated, family, yours eventually ours, accelerating. Raw admission, I was interim hurdle to legacy, irrelevant lifespan. Out, finger jabbed exit. All. Alex rose, petulant. Mom, impossible. Commitments, rent, auto notes, card you guaranteed. Can't abrupt. Can't? Volume climbed first. Years funded unnamed lease, stocked unwelcoming fridge, bankrolled exclusionary existence. Mr. Harlan proffered dossier. Mrs. Harlan, docs ease shift. Durable power letting Alex Sophia oversee temporarily till recovered. Snatched, bend unopened. Shifts yours outward. Sophia sobbed frustration. Can't to us. Planned on aid. Acquired on assurance. On my wallet, not welfare, joy, companionship, solely funds. Now self-invested. I muddled elder, needing oversight. Alex neared, retreated. No longer nightmare hugger. 36-year-old barrier to ease via others. Mom errors made. Pseudo-penitent. Nuptials mishap. Sophia stressed. I strained. Mend if rational. Rational? Perpetual payout amid stranger treatment? Feign wedding sting absent? Mr. Harlan repacked. Mrs. Harlan unfinished. Kin possess avenues. Irrationality from health? Court mandates guardian. Strike. Genuine peril. Not aid.
Incompetence decree for finances. Mr. Harlan, eye locked, probe before menacing 72-year-old, flawlessly handling 45 years, solo post-spouse widow, honorable labor to pension, lately propping capable pair. Sophia ceased hairs, icy. Won't end here, Evelyn. Entitlements attorneys too. Splendid. Self-funded, minds off limits for fits. 3 departed. Bruised pride, unaccustomed denial. Alex pivoted last. Mom ruins you. Solitary, uncared, in true need. Alex, sorrow yet, lucid. Already isolated, now chosen, not ignored. Doors shut, enveloped in liberating hush. Sleepless from empowerment surge, not remorse. Bedbound strategizing combat. Dawn, attired, outbound. Initial, attorney Mr. Ellis, known from spouse's estate. Unlike Mr. Harlan, stellar reps safeguarding seniors. Mrs. Harlan, post-recital, classic elder exploitation, federal offense, unauthorized entry, doc perusal, infractions. Relief and alarm, validated, yet graver. Catalog all, Mr. Ellis urged. Transfers, gifts, pressures. Amend will thwart ploys. 3-hour scrutiny, he gasped at $39,140. Mrs. Harlan could have luxuriated retirement. Instead, fully backed ingrates excluding nuptials. Departing armed, swap locks, deploy cams, alternate bank, reclaim existence. But as plans solidified, an unexpected call pierced the calm. Would it shatter my resolve?
The hardware store smelled of sawdust and fresh paint, a scent I hadn't savored in years. Mr. Larson, the owner, greeted me with raised eyebrows. "Mrs. Harlan, another fix-it for the kids?" I smiled. "Today it's for my house, Mr. Larson. Top gray deadbolts, the kind that laugh at bump keys." His son, Jamie, the security tech, overheard and chimed in. "Full camera package, too? Motion alerts, cloud backup, police dispatch if needed?" I nodded. Price was irrelevant. Peace was priceless. By noon, the crew arrived. Locks clicked into place like punctuation marks on a new chapter. Cameras perched like vigilant owls. While Jamie calibrated angles, my phone vibrated from a burner number. Sophia, predictably. I let it ring to voicemail, then played it on speaker so the installers could hear the performance. "Evelyn, it's me. Don't hang up. We messed up the wedding thing. Let's host a makeup dinner at your place. You, me, Alex, home cooked like old times." Her voice dripped honey over broken glass. Jamie snorted. Mr. Larson shook his head. I waited for the beep, then spoke calm and clear. "Sophia, exactly how much rent do you owe?" Silence, then a gulp. 2 months, $900. "Thought so. And the makeup dinner, is that before or after the eviction notice?" Another pause. "We miss you, truly. Do you miss me or the auto deposit that vanished?" Click. I blocked the number and powered the phone off entirely. The installers applauded softly. Jamie grinned. "Ma'am, that was colder than the steel in these locks." That afternoon, I treated myself to Salon Azure, a place I'd ghosted for 18 months. Stylist Mia squealed, "Evelyn, we thought you'd gone monastic." "I forgot self-care isn't selfish," I laughed. "Full works. Trim, highlights, mani-pedi." While foils processed, Mia shared her own mom's boundary battles. She finally told my brother, love isn't an ATM. Best day of her 60s. I left glowing, lighter in wallet, but heavier in spirit. No guilt attached. Driving home, a silver sedan idled at my curb. My pulse spiked until I recognized Mrs. Delgado from next door, holding a pie. She said, heard shouting the other day. Figured you could use sugar in an ear. Over coffee and warm apple, I spilled the saga. Her eyes welled. My sister cut off her mooching son 5 years ago. First year was war. Now they text birthdays. Real ones, no dollar signs. Hope flickered. Maybe Alex could still learn.
Night fell. The new system pinged the test alert. I watched live feed of my empty driveway. Secure. For the first time in years, I slept without one ear on the phone, dreaming of passports and paintbrushes instead of overdraft notices. But dawn brought a knock I couldn't ignore. Someone official, badge gleaming. What new trap had they sprung?
7:30 a.m. doorbell. Camera revealed a neat brunette in a county lanyard. I opened to Miss Patel, social worker. Mrs. Evelyn Harlan? Report of possible self-neglect. May I enter? My stomach nodded. They'd weaponized bureaucracy. I invited her in, phone already dialing Mr. Ellis. Miss Patel scanned my tidy living room, noted the new locks, the camera hub blinking blue. Family says you've isolated, installed paranoid surveillance, halted support abruptly. Every phrase a scripted dart. Mr. Ellis arrived in 12 minutes. Suit crisp, folder thicker than hers. ID, please, he demanded. She complied. He flipped pages. Bank logs, Dr. Moore's pending psych report, restraining order draft. Miss Patel, my client welcomes wellness checks. With counsel. Let's begin. He slid the $39,140 spreadsheet across the coffee table. Explain how voluntary gifts totaling a retirement fund equals self-neglect. Miss Patel's confidence wavered. I added, I grocery shop, drive, garden, host book club. Show me the neglect. She asked standard questions, orientation, memory, finances. I recited my account balances, the pie recipe from yesterday, the camera model numbers, flawless. Mr. Ellis produced neighbor affidavits, Mrs. Delgado, Mr. Larson, Mia, all attesting to my lucidity. Miss Patel closed her tablet. No indicators of risk. Case closed. Relief flooded me, but Mr. Ellis warned, they're burning cash on escalations. Next move, court. That evening, Mrs. Delgado hosted a potluck. 5 widows, all survivors of similar sieges. Stories flew, forged checks, staged falls, fake dementia claims. We laughed, cried, toasted resilience. One brought a spare key to her condo in Lisbon. Vacation swap, anytime. Community tasted better than any pie. Yet midnight brought an envelope slid under my door, court summons, stamped urgent. The war had a date. Laura answered on the second ring, Boston accent thick with worry. Ev, it's been ages. I unloaded everything. Secret wedding, lawyer ambush, social worker dodge. When I finished, she exhaled. Sis, I've been biting my tongue 3 years. Every barbecue, Alex pagged, Mom wired the down payment. Never, I miss her. Sophia, always future tense. When Evelyn's estate clears, we'll flip the condo. Ice water redux. They'd been rehearsing my obituary. We talked 2 hours. Laura promised character testimony if needed. Hanging up, I felt unburdened, yet bereaved, grieving the son I'd invented. Mid-morning, I drove to Crestwood Cemetery. Robert Stone needed weeding. I'd neglected it for their emergencies. Kneeling, I spoke aloud. I funneled your legacy into a black hole, love, but I'm clawing it back. Wind rustled the oaks like agreement. I left fresh daisies and a promise. No more graveside guilt. Homeward, 3 cars again. Alex's, Sophia's, a rental. Cameras caught them pacing my lawn, gesturing wildly. I parked 2 blocks away, called Mr. Ellis. Trespass in progress. He dispatched police while I waited in a cafe, sipping chamomile like nothing fazed me. Squad cars arrived. Body cam footage later showed Alex yelling, "She's senile!" as officers escorted them off. Citation issued, evidence logged. But the real bomb dropped Monday. Lawsuit for guardianship, psychiatric hold requested. Trial in 21 days. Mr. Ellis laid documents across my dining table like battle plans. They claim paranoia, isolation, financial incompetence. We counter with competence, exploitation, and malice. First, independent psych eval. Dr. Moore's office smelled of lavender. Tests were puzzles I aced. Above average cognition, her report concluded. Bullet 1. Next, character brigade. Mrs. Delgado, Mia, Mr. Larson, Jamie all signed affidavits. Garden Club quintet pledged courtroom seats. Mr. Ellis grinned. Jury sees silver-haired fan club, case cracks. Afternoon, new bank, new accounts, new will. everything airtight. Charitable remainder to elder abuse nonprofits. Sophia tried another burner number. I let it ring to a voicemail histrionics. Blocked. Evening, surprise package. Laura overnighted childhood photos of Alex hugging me at the county fair, captioned in her neat script, "Evidence of prior affection. Use if needed." Bittersweet armor. I tucked them into the evidence binder, next to the $39,140 spreadsheet, now color-coded by category. Rent in red, gifts in gold, emergencies in grim purple. Mr. Ellis laid out the timeline on corkboard. Wedding exclusion, day 0, rent panic call, day 7, lawyer ambush, day 10, social worker visit, day 14, trespass citation, day 18. Pushpins connected each escalation. Pattern of harassment, he said. Judge hates coercion. We rehearsed my testimony until midnight. Calm, chronological, no tears. Let the numbers cry, he advised. But at 2 a.m., the pharmacist called, voice shaking. Sophia had coerced a false statement about my medication. Perjury now loomed. Mr. Patel, no relation to the social worker, met us at the pharmacy after closing, fluorescent lights humming. Sophia brought a pre-written affidavit claiming I hoarded painkillers, missed doses, show confusion at pickup. I signed without reading fully, thought it was for insurance verification. Classic forgery by pressure. He drafted a corrective sworn statement on the spot. Mr. Ellis notarized it under the security camera. This kills their medical angle, Ellis said, sliding it into the binder. Across town, cranky neighbor Mr. Jenkins refused to recant his erratic behavior claim. Those cameras prove insanity. His bias was gift-wrapped for cross-examination. Mr. Ellis planned to play the trespass footage showing Jenkins yelling unprovoked. We added the pharmacist's original false document to the evidence pile, marked coerced. Back home, I baked lemon bars for the garden club strategy session. They arrived with laptops and righteous fury. We built a digital timeline, every transfer screenshot, every pleading text, every social media wedding photo timestamped. Alfreda's tech-savvy granddaughter synced it to a presentation. Click through the betrayal in 60 seconds. Jury will gasp, she predicted. Mr. Ellis revealed their latest move, a motion for emergency psychiatric hold, claiming I was a danger to myself. Denied without evaluation, he assured. Dr. Moore's report is ironclad. Still, the threat chilled me. I slept with the binder beside my bed like a teddy bear made of justice. Court date loomed in 14 days. Would their fabricated witnesses hold under oath? The garden club turned my living room into mission control. Corkboard now spanned 2 walls, colored yarn connected events like a conspiracy thriller. We rehearsed testimony in rotations. Mrs. Delgado practiced her trespass pie story until it sparkled. Mia brought wigs for dramatic effect. We laughed until tears ran. No one went home. Air mattresses covered the floor like a sleepover for warriors. Laura flew in, arms full of Boston clam chowder and moral support. We stayed up past 3 a.m. finalizing my opening statement. Speak to the jury like they're your book club, she advised. They'll feel every dollar you gave, every slight you swallowed. I practiced in the mirror until my reflection looked like a queen, not a victim. Morning brought a courier. Sophia's latest stunt. Fake medical bills claiming I'd promised to cover her stress therapy. Mr. Ellis laughed. Admissible as attempted fraud. We added them to the presentation, slide titled Desperation Exhibit K. Dawn of Judgment Day. Would the gavel fall for freedom or chains? Judge Ramirez presided, reputation for cutting through nonsense. Sophia took the stand first, tears on cue, painting me as a confused crone who'd lost touch with reality. Alex followed, voice cracking about sudden personality shifts and erratic spending. Their attorney waved forged pharmacy logs, unused pill bottles, a neighbor's blurry photo of me talking to plants.
Mr. Ellis cross-examined like a surgeon. To Sophia, you claim Mrs. Harlan promised $5,000 for therapy. Show the text. None existed. To Alex, you say she forgot your birthday, yet here's the $300 gift receipt, dated correctly. The pharmacist's corrected affidavit shredded the medication hoax. Mr. Jenkins crumbled when shown trespass footage. His own yelling drowned his complaints. Juries shifted uncomfortably. Sophia's mascara ran black. Our turn. Could raw truth outweigh rehearsed tears? Dr. Moore testified first. Slides of my perfect cognitive scores projected large. Mrs. Harlan could run circles around most 40-year-olds. Mr. Patel admitted coercion on stand, voice shaking. Neighbors, friends, bank logs followed. $39,140 in gifts, zero reciprocity. Every transfer documented. The garden club filled 3 rows, hats synchronized. I took the stand last. Voice steady, I walked the jury through the wedding exclusion, the rent panic, the lawyer ambush, the trespass. I gave love measured in dollars, I said. They returned contempt measured in secrets. Mr. Ellis played the presentation, 60 seconds of betrayal. Gasps rippled. Sophia sobbed. Alex stared at the floor. Cross-examination tried confusion tactics. I answered every question with dates, amounts, and clarity. When asked about new manipulative friends, I smiled. For the first time, my relationships don't come with a price tag. Deliberation began. 2 hours that aged me a decade. Judge Ramirez returned, face grave. This court finds Mrs. Evelyn Harlan in full possession of her faculties. The guardianship petition is denied with prejudice. Restraining order granted. 500 yards, all contact. Gavel cracked like freedom's drum. The garden club erupted. Laura hugged me so hard my pearls clattered. Outside, Sophia stormed past reporters. Alex lingered, eyes red. "Mom," he started. I walked away. That night, champagne, lemon bars, dancing in socks. Mrs. Delgado toasted, "To women who stop apologizing for existing." 3 months later, a final letter arrived from an unexpected source. Forwarded mail. Landlord's eviction notice for Alex and Sophia. Possessions curbside. Locks changed. A scrawled post-it. "We get it now. Sorry." I donated their old couch to a women's shelter, kept the note as reminder, not reconciliation. Heard through Mia that Sophia took a retail job and Alex a warehouse shift. Adversity teaching what generosity never could. Some lessons cost more than rent. Some are priceless. 73 today, sipping Merlot on my downtown balcony. Painting sell at weekend markets. Elder abuse hotline bears my anonymous 6-figure endowment. Stars brighter than any chandelier. I am the most important person in my story. Full stop. If this tale stirred you, donate to Elder Justice. What would you do? Comment below. Share where you found this. Subscribe for more. Warmly. Until next time, Saida.